was closer.
Okay, I'm so done. I'm done. I'm so fucking done. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the channel. My name is Jason the Nice One, and I am very pleased to be with you finally. I apologize for this. This is just crazy. Okay, I'm just... I have some time to breathe for a second here. Goodness gracious, I'm telling you. My mom used to say, good Lord and butter. Seems like every single, almost out except for Amazon and Max, all the streaming services are screwing up today. They have been for about a couple of days. And the Apple, my iTunes, before known as iTunes, is just not playing. You know, I'm done. I have finally decided that I am going back to physical media permanently. I swear. I mean, pinky swear. I'm done. I've had it with technology. Shut up, Jazz. Just go downstairs and say, okay, thank you. I love you. You're wonderful. Okay, yeah. Go to the park. Yeah, he'll look. Oh, God, oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, I'll get settled here. So because of this, the problem that we're having is now that we had to change films. Since we were going to do a dramatic film, LGBTQIA plus themed film, I decided, and I wanted to show this. I don't know if you haven't. If you guys have not seen Call Me By Your Name, I highly suggest it. Please, please, please do. Because it's an amazing film. Since we're going dramatic, I was going to go back to my freshman year in college and where I came out for the first time as gay. And the incredible, it was a dramatic film, very huge hit. I can't remember the production company, but it's the same. It's Ivory that comes out with what do you call what was the first one? Oh, I can't remember for the life of me. This is one of them. Maurice, Merchant Ivory. Oh, good hell! I'm telling you. Just 1 second here. And the English were very, very popular in their day. James Ivory, I know because that's why I went one with the ones that he was the director of this Call Me By Your Name. Okay, that's right. A Room with a View, The Remains of the Day, Howard's End, all those famous ones. And this was another one. And this was the first film that LGBTQIA plus film I ever saw. And it was the first time the world began to know Hugh Jackman, an incredible actor, and he played a gay character, and he was brilliant, brilliant in it. It just it was amazing what he did, and this film was huge. They had it came out during our um, fall semester, and we only had one of the first multiplexes had 6 screens. And we had only one that I just opened, so they were able to have a watch, like a single you could rent out in the theater, in the old theater, which is a grand, huge old movie house, which still exists in Cedar City. Has a balcony. It's gorgeous. We had a student night where all of the uh, the uh, Gay and Straight Alliance at SCU were able to hold their first event, and everybody showed up. The thing literally, it was sold out. They did 3 shows, 3 showings, 3 nights in a row. They were all packed in. It was so exciting for me. I was with like people, and it just meant so much to me. And that's what Pride is all about. It really is. It's what it's all about. That's what we're here to celebrate this month of June, and I'm very, very happy about that. And this is a great film. It just took me a while to find out what's going on. And so, one thing real quick about Jackman's don't think he did. Maurice was in the film, so it doesn't look like he did. No, but he should have been. He was so brilliant. This film, to give you kind of a background here, it was released in the United States September 18th, 1987. So that was actually my sophomore year, excuse me. And it literally, oh my gosh, the budget for this was $1,577,000 estimated. The opening weekend in the U.S. and Canada was $49,278, and it grossed worldwide $2,643,324. It's amazing, 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 and it's a big, huge hit. Merchandising were very big on that, and that year too, as well as the British craze had happened. 1986, it was basically started with the passage to India, and it just slows. And I was in an English class my sophomore year, from a wonderful teacher. I think he still teaches at SU, named Dr. S.S. Morate. He's a brilliant English teacher, brilliant mind. One of my favorite classes I took was in Indian literature. And that was the novel that we studied on that semester. It was A Passage to India, which is one of my all-time favorite films of all time. And hopefully I will be able to watch that one day in one of my JTN's Hidden Gems someday. Okay, I appreciate all of your patience for those of you that are here in the chat as well as in the replay. Again, thank you for your patience. I'm glad that you're here supporting us at this point. And just please remember to hit the like button if you haven't already. That's very, very important. I hope that you will do that for us. And also, just to help the channel out as well, if you haven't yet hit the subscribe button, please do. It's free of charge. You will not be spammed. It gives you notifications of the events and things that are uploaded to the channel. As well as it also, both these likes and the subscriptions help YouTube decide how much reach they're going to advertise the channel to that. And you guys have been such a help at this point for that. I'm right now, I think, currently at 106 subscribers. Thank you for your support. every single one of you, all my supporters and subscribers, you are responsible for that. I've been going through some really hard times this move and job-wise, but things are going well now. I'm back to where I really can take this channel further into further. I have most of the actors, if you know, we have to separate our personal life from our professional life. You have to have, and so we actually create what we call LLCs, limited liability corporations. At this point, I'm trying to get that ready. It's about $150, $200. It's expensive, but it's worth it to be registered. But I call myself JRE Enterprises, and under that is my acting, directing. I'm a teaching artist, a storyteller. I drive Uber and Lyft. Those things and those things are all things that I can use this channel for as well. I'm probably going to be branching into other channels other than not from here. If it's related to film, television, or theater, it will be. But if it's other than that, other ones, it'll be different channels. But stay tuned. That's going to be way, way down the road. But I'm excited. And you guys are you're helping that and helping to give me the confidence that. And to thanks for, again, I'll always be thankful to Stephen from Craving Something Scary, and Night from Night Watch Zone, along with Coriander, and K-Pop from Poppin' the Popcorn, and Carrie from Carrie Crave Cinema, and Val from Val's Views. You've always been supporting me and encouraged me. I'm very excited for that. I'm so thankful for that. And this is a safe space, as you see in the hashtag, safe space. This is a safe space for those of you that are maybe watching for the first time, wondering what Jason the Nice One is about. My name is Jason, but I kind of I started out watching that Craven, although if you know, are horror channels. And I like more than just horror, but horror is one of my second favorite genre, alongside musicals. And third is comedies. And my fourth is foreign films. And my fifth is science fiction. And so I just love that, and I just wanted to expand on that. And I love also theater. I started in theater when I was 8 years old. I've been in this business for literally over 40 years, and I've enjoyed every single moment of it. And also, to give you encouragement, I've got a lot more interviews coming up. I'm so excited about that. I'm getting those planned, and just stay tuned. This is going to be an exciting year for Jason the Nice One. But I played on Jason the Nice One basically for that, I got so mad at them using my name as the famous killer in Friday the 13th, which I love that series. I love those movies. And so I decided to say, well, I'm Jason the Nice One. And I'm fond of saying, if someone makes me mad, it's like, Jason the Nice One, if you don't behave, Jason the Nice One is going to go Jason Voorhees on your ass. So, it's fun. It's a fun name. My husband and my kids came up with it, and so I'm happy. My whole family is a big, huge horror fans. So it's exciting, and I'm very happy about that, this channel. Also, just to let you know, if you are interested in members-only benefits for this channel does have a Patreon. And that Patreon is, the link for it is in the descriptions section below. And basically, it is for a mere cost of the cheapest level is only $5 per month. That is less than a cup of coffee. Literally. Even less than Starbucks, and that's my favorite. I always go to Starbucks. I spend way too much money there, but that's okay. And it's one that has 98% of the benefits. And there's some great benefits coming as far as members only watch parties. Those will come later. Those are really going to be members only and exclusively, where it is not going to cost you anything. They are private, away from YouTube, completely away from YouTube. And I don't mind that at all. As I said, I'm not in it for the money. And I'm doing better. Your chats, your support and subscriptions that have helped me. And a lot of friends and support and donations from friends that are really supporting me and want me to see this channel go, and some other partners from other areas away from this channel are helping as well. They want to see this channel grow. It's helping them, other people, my fellow colleagues in the business, the show business. And it's just the possibilities are limitless. So any of you out there that are looking to start a YouTube channel, do it. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Do it. You never know. You only go around this life once. And as a very dear friend of mine, Dale Calvert, always said, do not, under any circumstances, please do not die with your music still in you. Let, as the Savior Jesus Christ said all the time, he said, let your light so shine, so they may see your good works. And you help the channel, as we say here very often, that you are enough. You are more than enough. It is amazing how enough you really are. And you need to understand the impact that you can have, even with a smile. So that's what this is about. This is a safe space. Your opinions matter. If you feel like voicing your opinion, please do so in that chat. And we're not going to, people matter more than opinions. If we disagree, so what? I appreciate my friends, and that's more important than opinions. And if people do not respect that in the chat, if anybody attacks anyone personally in any way or is rude, you will be banned from this channel for life. I will not give a second chance. I won't put up with that. People need to know it's a safe space. And in this case, when we are celebrating Pride, those that are LGBTQIA+, in this community, on this channel family, and Jason the Nice One family, you need to feel safe. And you're here. And so that's what's mostly so important. And let me go to the chat real quick. We've got to have some people in the chat. Welcome. And let me go ahead real quick. And here we go. Welcome, American Turkey Burger. I'm so glad to see you again. I love that you've joined us. And thank you for dropping by just to say hi. I'm glad that you're here. I'm doing very well. And you can watch this on replay anytime. And I'm going to try to see if I can cut out a bunch of stuff, but this rigmarole. But I'm not going to worry about it. It's there. And so, thank you so much for your support. And you too. Peace. Okay, Rick Taylor, thank you. And then Pat Master, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. So glad. And I'm doing fine. I'm doing great. I've moved in with my new place. This is incredible. And speaking of that, just one moment. Just 1 second. Okay, I apologize for that. I'm so busy. I forgot to turn on my lights and everything, get that ready, so. There we go, so much better. And that light's over here, so this is weird. So, but that's okay. And got a brand new camera and all that. I'm just very happy. I'm just waiting for my MacBook and my MacBook monitor so they can do that. And now I'm going to show you. This is what I've been using the second monitor, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Literally, people. It's my old smart TV, which is gone completely. This is playing. It's just a monitor. Driving me crazy. This is just so huge, way too big. I'm just sitting there like going, I'm going to go blind. I'm going to go blind. So but everything else is going good. It's going to happen. And Chaz and I and Quincy are here, and we're wonderful. By ourselves in our own 2-bedroom apartment with everything included, $1,550 a month. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, $1,550 a month. For those of you who have lived in big cities and are living in big cities, Jen, all of you guys out there live in New York and Florida and Chicago and all those great cities, you know what I'm talking about. Been there, but done that, bought all the t-shirts. For $15.50, you're lucky if you get a one-bedroom that's in a halfway decent neighborhood, and you are not sleeping with the cockroaches and the rats and whatever was left by the previous tenant. These are brand new apartments. They're gorgeous, and we have an office here for him. My offices are here. Right here, he's built his over here. And that's another thing I will be starting on the side about a podcast for this channel as well. And so I'm very excited about that. So thank you, Pat, for being here. And you're very welcome, Pat, and thank you. I've been through a lot, but I'm okay now, and I'm feeling better now, and just taking my time and taking care of myself. I went through a really bad health scare the first part of the year because we had the Spanish flu run through here, which mimics COVID, especially the brain fog. And I was going through a vocational training program. That's through my church. I am a member of LDS Church, and that was helping me gain my skills again back and the confidence that I had, because I just was not able to have the confidence to really sell myself and really do. And I was able to find an old employer that really missed me. I had gone out because they had laid us off. It is Walmart. And I found out it was like literally a week after I left. The store manager was promptly fired, and my assistant manager was made the store manager. He said, contrary to popular belief, we are not losing money. The store is very popular. They did not put as many as they were going to. And he just made that decision and laid off over 150 workers. And the company was not happy about that. Losing that much talent. We had a good team and so many lost. And so I'm back doing not only cashiering, but customer service desk, which puts me at about $25 an hour, which is great. And then, of course, in 90 days, I'll be full on an assistant associate on that counter, and that'll put me at $4,500 a month. And that's perfect. It's perfect, and my husband's now back. He's been traveling and directing. With his master's degree and all that, he's able to now get a job at the University of Utah with a tenured position starting next year. He's not even started until this fall, and he's already starting his tenure. That's unheard of in academia. It really is, and he's just so talented. I'm so proud of him. So proud of his accomplishments. And so that puts us on something. All of our children, they can attend something that I've told them they need to go and get their BFAs in theater. Not musical theater, theater. Get their own style, their own way of craft of doing things. They'll feel more confident, because that's all they do is they're stuck in the chorus. They're stuck in the ensemble and all that, and they don't realize that you do other theater, do Shakespeare, all of those things that you can do. My husband's realizing that now. He teaches Shakespeare, he teaches other. That gives you more bankability. And why? And a lot of people that went to undergrad and say, "Why do I have to learn directing or design?" So you don't have to wait tables. I have never waited a table in my life. Nothing to be ashamed of. Those that do, that's what they need to do. But I couldn't with my legs and my feet. I cannot. I have sciatica conditions. I cannot stand very long unless I'm moving. I use a walker, and it's just those things. And I've always had a job in show business somehow, and I've enjoyed the 40 years I've been. I'm not famous. I don't care. I'm doing what I love. So I'm sorry to move on. We're going to move on here. I don't want to get started over only 30 minutes. I want to get this to this film. But let me go real quick here and let you know the services you can read the description below. We do have Kanopy. I have never heard. I'm going to look at free ones popping up everywhere. Kanopy and Tubi are free with ads. Free with subscription. Some of these I've never even heard of, these streaming services. Cohen Media, Amazon channel. What are they associated with? Criterion channel, I heard about with Birdcage for the first time. Fandor, Amazon channel. Mubi, and Mubi, Amazon channel. Wow. It's getting big. Maybe they'll improve their servers, not like the big ones. And so I don't even get me started. And then you can purchase a rental from Amazon Video, Apple TV Plus app, formerly iTunes, Fandango at Home, which is formerly Vudu, and YouTube. So that's great. Now speaking of back where we were starting about the Patreon, you can also do super chats. Those which are there. It's available on Venmo, and hopefully by Wednesday it'll be available also on PayPal. And so that that will give you benefits of getting your comments, in the chat early. But I will, if I do not, I always make this promise. If I do not, I see all of your questions and I write them down, I copy them. And if I can't get to them during the stream, I will answer you offline. Either through email or something, you will get your questions answered, no matter what. And protect us, Jason. I got your back, man. Got your back, man. Everybody, got your back. I mean that. Thanks. That was awesome, man. And thank you. I know it's hard. Everybody out there struggling. And trust me, I'm here. I'm only a chat away. If you want to Instagram me or something, you just want to talk, I'm here, 24/7. Just chat, whatever, and I'll be there for you. And I mean that. I promise. I'm never going to get so big that I can't do that. Okay, and I mean that. This is a family, and I treat my family with respect and loyalty. Okay. But now, with those, speaking of those, right now, as you understand, that I am in progress right now in a collaboration with K-pop, Katie from K-pop, Pop and the Popcorn, and Kyle from Flex Movies and Pop Culture 13. We started a while back a collaboration called K&J Reviews. Isn't that original? I love that. It's just simple. And unfortunately, that's been put on hold because due to Kyle. He had something happen, a choking incident when he was eating, landed him in the hospital, had surgery and complications, and he's been in. I was almost there for a month and 2 months, and he's finally back, and he's there. But any profits for any proceeds from any of the super chats or members from Patreon will go 100% to Kyle. He has got a lot of therapy to go through to get fully healed, and he does not have a job. He's not employed, and he needs help. So that's going to happen for him, and I mean that. And I will let you know when that leaves. But from this point forward, until further notice, that's what's happening. But I am so thrilled. Love you, Kyle. I'm excited to announce that not only has Kyle returned to YouTube and resumed his incredible channel, he's back streaming, interviewing. Watch his channel. He's really going for it. But he's back to his speed and what he's doing and his unique channel and contribution to YouTube. It's amazing. But also, K&J Reviews are finally back. Please stay tuned to Kyle's channel and the community section of my channel for more detailed information about our first review back, The Terminator, streaming tomorrow evening on Kyle's channel. I sure hope you can all join us for this exciting and long-awaited event. I can't wait. I'm so excited to do this. And right now that puts us on track that we're trying to get our own YouTube channel called K&J Reviews. We've been very popular. I've had so many. It's even more popular than this channel, which is great. I don't care. I love it. And I love collaborations and the three of us, and we're helping each other through our YouTube journeys and our struggles and really encouraging one another. And I'm just so happy about that. Okay, I think that is all the housekeeping. What I'm going to do real quick now is I'm going to put a timer on for those that have come late or just getting started to get you a chance to get situated, how you're going to go ahead and watch your film. I'm watching it through Tubi. So I'm going to put a timer on real quick here. And it was 5 minutes, and that begins now. And so please remember, please do not forget that if you have not seen, if you've already seen Maurice, please, no spoilers in the chat. That will not be tolerated. As well as, please remember to put your Closed captions on in case I'm talking too loud. This is a drama, a very quiet drama, so you don't want, I want you to lose that. Okay, I'm ready for this one. Great. Get my full screen ready to go. I was having audio issues with my computer connecting. I said, I'm just going to these. Period. I'm not using headsets. My microphone's here and all that. It's great, and I don't have to worry about it. Especially when you get a MacBook and a Mac, it's going to be great. And let me. I've been having problems with my background music. I think that is a StreamYard issue. And I think they're actually, I don't know what's going on, but it doesn't matter. I'm not worried about it. Alrighty. Got about 3 minutes left and we'll get started. And for those of you, if you come in and out of the chat, if you do come, let me know if you ever need a time stamp. I'll certainly hear that. We are not going to pause for ads. We're just going to go to it. Unless there's something major happening or if somebody pops in. I'm not sure. I haven't had anybody offer anything. I do offer. I have a select group of people that do that, and I offer each week they want to come on. So that does bring that stop to help them get situated. But let me know in the chat if this is your first time watch for you. I'm excited. It's been a long time since I've seen this, so this really is like a first time watch for me. Oh my gosh. Good grief, that's over 30, that's almost literally over 30 years since I've seen this. Goodness gracious, it's going to be a new one. I remember certain things, and the performances, but the plot, the basic plot, I know basically is, to give you kind of a, not any spoilers, I don't want to try and do that, but it's back in the Victorian time of England, back then of Oscar Wilde, where any homosexual activity was considered sodomy, and you would hard labor 3 to 5 years in prison at hard labor. It's horrible. They had anti-sodomy laws and everything. It's horrible. But it's basically the two English school chums find themselves falling in love at Cambridge. To regain his place in society, Clive gives up Maurice and marries. While staying with Clive and his wife, Maurice, it's called Maurice, is how it's pronounced, discovers romance in the arms of the gamekeeper, Alec. Things haven't changed much. And so that's basically what it is, and I'm excited for you to see that. It's great. Rupert Graves plays, I think he's a gamekeeper. I can't remember what it is. A gamekeeper. I have no idea. Hugh Grant is playing the lead. His name's Clive. This has Simon Callow in it. You probably are aware from 4 Weddings and a Funeral. He was the guy that had the heart attack and stroke. And Ben Kingsley is in it. Of course, we know him as Gandhi. And I think that's mostly just English based. You probably are not familiar with. Denholm Elliott, that was he was the director of the museum and all the Indiana Jones movies. He's playing Dr. Barry. So it's pretty neat. We're almost ready here. Is anybody else lining up? I think that was everybody. Pretty much everybody know. Yeah. Oh, and Helena Bonham Carter, she's uncredited, but she's a lady at the cricket match. We all know her as in Harry Potter and Sweeney Todd. Okay. Alrighty, here we go. Get ready here. Just 1 second here. I hate spiders. Alrighty, here we go. Now do the countdown, and then when it's over, when I say play, we'll go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Play. Yeah, it's this computer. I hate PCs. There we go. Gotta love live streaming. This is truly a beautiful film. Wow. This is near Cambridge, which is right near the ocean. Um, There's Simon Cowell. Very young Simon Cowell. I remember this. Oh my gosh, have you ever seen a more boring, confusing explanation of sex? Dude. I very unique. English have a very unique approach. Yeah. Yes, the class system is alive and well still to this day in England. And that's the most important really thing. It just is. Amazing to me how it is. We have it here, and we try to get away from it, but we still have it here. So one thing that our founding fathers wanted to get rid of. Ooh, Bristol Farms, one of the ads. Ooh, I don't know if you've been to Bristol Farms. That is some good food. Good cookies and food you can get. Yeah, it's a good food market. I'm telling you, it's out back east if I remember right. We had it in Texas. I don't have it here in Utah. I miss it. Olive Garden. I have one just up the street, 5 minutes from me. Oh my gosh. Yes, thank you. I think commercials are getting a lot more creative the older I get. We're back. Construction of those buildings is you tear everything down. I found myself with the building. Everything's so dirty on it. It's not dirty, it's old. What the hell's the matter with you? Oh, I do. He does do a lot of pretending. His self confidence isn't out into that. Oh, bad guy rolls. The rest of you. Oh, here we go. You ground. Ah, he's still gorgeous. I fell instantly in love with him. Every gay boy in that, the freshman in that dad blasted theater did. I forgot, yes. I think player pianos did come about around this time. Ah, it was the 1920s. Okay. George the Fifth. Yep. Yeah, so he was just that's right. That was that's right. He was Queen Elizabeth II's first father. That's right. She. That's right. Okay. Trying to remember. Memory's not so great nowadays. But yes, definitely. Yeah. That's who she. This was just before she. Yeah. Queen Elizabeth has just got came on the throne. So that's right. It started in the industrial age. Yep. She started. This was the industrial age was starting, and then of course then she passed through the internet. I'm a dramaturg. I just all this. I have my notes and things. I just don't not perfect. So I'll be right back, folks. Just one beat. Enjoy the film. I'm so sorry I've been out so long. I finally got time to get my dinner, and I'm back. I hope you're enjoying that. It's a lot of conflicts, especially in England. I will do some research and I'll leave some links in the description section. Here, the next couple tomorrow, sometime do some research. Add some links that you can historical links and look at what was going on in England at the time. And there's some great videos you can look up on the history of the LGBTQIA plus struggle in England and in America. And a lot of interesting times when you get time to watch. It'll be great. So, damn it, yep. And this one is such a grab. It's so good. It's not been so quiet too. This is actually really like a first time watch. This is a brand new movie. It's been so long. I'm rediscovering it. What I really love about James Ivory watching other films. I definitely probably in the future will be doing some of those watch parties or part of the Hidden Gem series down the road. Especially Howard's End and The Room with the View. I love both things. It remains today. All of them are great. Of course, this was also during the height of the women's suffrage movement in England. The reason why Queen Elizabeth headed that. She was finally empowered that she could help. I've spent half my career doing plays and set in this time period. The only pain in the butt about it is the fact there's collars and wearing their pants above there, which I do now, not just because of convenience. I'm getting older. Um, it's basically is they didn't focus on. They had shown people having sex. Look, it's part of a marriage, but the important idea behind that is the love, the relationship they have for each other. And it's only a small part of a relationship. So after a while, that fades in time because you get old, you get tired, your priorities go different places, and your body starts shutting down. And I like to think we're invincible, but we're not. I love those pens. I prefer writing with those pens. Hey, Jerry, welcome. Nice to see you. Very nice to see you. I hope you're having a great evening. We've had a lot of stuff going on. The streaming services tonight have been awful, so we're watching a Maurice, Merchant Ivory film, the first film that really brought Hugh Grant to prominence, and it's a great film. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. We're just watching that. It took me a while. We were late starting, but I'm glad that we did. It is available on Tubi. If you would like to stay to join us, you can go ahead and I can give you a timestamp if you need it. That's right. Yes. I think I consider myself gay, but I think to the most part I have a lot of pansexual in me. Where it's just about love. It's who you fall in love with. Doesn't matter what they are, whether they're male, female, transgender, whatever. I have friends from all walks of life who I love dearly, and that's what I believe in. I am LDS, but the LDS Church, and I do believe in the golden rule. That's the first great commandment is to love the Lord thy God, and the second is like unto it, and that's to love thy neighbor as thyself. And that is what it is. And he said, on these two things hang all the laws and the prophets. problem with Christianity, where so many people are leaving organized religion, and is because of that. It's like, well, why do we bother if we're all going to hell? They cannot conceive that of a God that He wants us to return to Him. Everyone. There is no hell. That's the difference is why Christianity hates the LDS Church. People think we're just like them. No, we're not. And that is what brought me as the ideas. And they do support. People say, oh, they're anti-gay. They're homophobic. No, they're not. No, quite the contrary. And people, gay couples come into church. My husband and I both are members of the LDS Church. We have never been asked to divorce. We, just according to their laws, that we're not allowed to be sealed for time of eternity here. And that does not offend me. I believe that we each have a purpose in the next life that doesn't require us to be married, sealed. We don't need to. That's not what's important. We have things that, and I believe that. I believe the fact that if you believe in the devil and all that, there is no hell. The only places we call outer darkness in the LDS Church, and our belief, and that is basically is that the only way you can go there is if you deny Christ, and that's if you've had a sure knowledge. Well, none of us have. None of us have seen a vision. So it's all faith. He just wants you to be happy. The concept of eternity. Do you want to be miserable for forever? No. I want you to get along with everybody. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. Everybody talks about where you're saved by grace, not by works. That's because the fact is, then He doesn't want people walking around being annoying and saying, well, I do this, and this is why the Lord loved. Oh, none of He wants to be. He doesn't want us to live for eternity in what we're living in now. The pride and all that. We just don't need that. The toxicity and the negativity. He wants us to be happy. And to me, heaven is not a place. It's a state of mind. It's a state of being. There's so many things I don't know. There's so many things, and there's so much truth in everything, even Greek mythology, all of that. Everything has a bit of truth in it. And even though this church believes that we have the rest of the story, but even then we're not perfect. We don't have the rest of the story. We just try to be the best we can. And that's what separates us from organized religion, the rest of Christianity, besides the Book of Mormon, which is they can't wrap their hands around it that somebody actually decided in modern day Joseph to take Scripture through Revelation and clarify, understand, because the King James Version of the Bible is corrupted by the Pharisees, and this came from the Pharisees and the Sadducees, who obviously didn't. They crucified Jesus Christ. So and I'm not going to get off my soapbox, but that's basically kind of the historical background to get you what's happening in this story. That'll help you when you watch this. The society that's there. And this is a great example of where it's illegal to be arrested and put behind bars. Sodomy laws that you were caught doing it. The person, voyeurism was illegal too, but if you caught somebody doing that, then separation of church and state. I do too. I fell in love with him. Saw this my freshman year in college, and I fell in love with him immediately. And he's such a good actor. And yes, love is love. I truly believe that. I love my husband, and I don't care what anybody says. So this is basically the. I don't know if you But it's basically this trouble is that Hugh Grant is around who's being forced to marry from society, whatever. He doesn't. He's in love with the one person you just saw, but they're both being forced into marriage and all that, and they love each other. Now, down the road here in a moment, you're going to see a gamekeeper come in on Hugh Grant's property, and he basically this tryst of these guys that want to be together, but they're going to society, and it's just not right. You're forcing people to live a lie because what you think is a sin, you want to sit there and tell them that you're forced to. The whole point of Christ's existence and what God believes in and his plan is free agency. You have freedom of choice. And it's people like this and governments like this are taking that freedom of choice away. You have no right, and that's what the whole point of the American Constitution is, that they're born with the inalienable right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Leave the preaching to the pulpit. Leave freedom because that makes a moral country of people, but don't shut it down people's throats. And that's the struggle here, like in America. But in England, this you can see from here what influenced America and the founding of America. It's a great film for LGBT for Pride Month. Justice with no mercy, which is completely opposite of what the purpose of Jesus Christ coming on earth. Sure, Jerry, you are very familiar. Yes. Sure can here. There we go. I'll leave that up there for a few minutes. What a way to come out. Yes, that's right. Yep, definitely. Yeah. And he just came, that is his mother. And he just, oh no, yeah, and he just came out to like kissing, yeah. Yep, you're very welcome. It's very hot. Of course, I'm going to faint. Heat stroke. Bedpans. Ew. Sure, like my parents, and back then yeah, plumbing was a blessing. They're both gay, and they're both engaged to be married. Well, they're trying to hide it. Set in the time of Queen Elizabeth II in England. Now this is pre, Jerry. This is pre. Um, um, this was basically the basis of this era is that it was illegal and sodomy laws in England. And if you were caught, basically, there's no separation of church and state. That's why we have what we have in America. That you either conformed to the religious majority or you were not welcome in the country. You were considered a criminal and a vagabond. Sometimes were exiled out of the country. Many at this time period left came to America. You know, it kind of sounds like what Trump's trying to do and the Republicans. That isn't it. I mean, isn't that terrifying? That's terrifying. You know, and I don't like to get political, but this is a political issue. That this what's happening in this country. You know, it is political. Our lives are political. That's what pride is about, and I'm not ashamed. I will get political, and I do not care. I'm very strong. I am almost 57. I came out when I was 21. And back in the 80s, where it just, oh my gosh. Fortunately, I was in a very liberal college at Southern Utah University here in Cedar City, Utah, home of the Tony Award-winning Utah Shakespeare Festival. Very progressive college. At the time, the president of the college was openly gay and was married, had been married for 40 years with his partner, husband living in the president's home. And the Board of Regents of the college did not care. The legislature tried to get him fired, everything. They stood up for him. And the current president, Mindy Benson, who's been my friend, we went to college together there, went to there 40 years, is still that way. She will not let homophobia run rampant, or transphobia run rampant on her campus. And I'm very proud of her. That's something SUU has always been progressive. That and the University of Utah, that Salt Lake City, where the Pride celebration is held every year, Utah Pride. And things are changing. They are for the better, but we cannot go backwards with Trump and these people in the office. Yeah, and that's what's scary. That's what's terrifying. It's miserable. You're forcing people to live the way you want, and that's why they go under. That's why you are forcing their behavior. You're forcing them to behave the way they do. It's absolutely disgusting. I think this is, out of all the films, most of the ones are comedies. This one is really, really well. So is, if you haven't seen Call Me by Your Name, I highly suggest that one as well. But this one is really well written, very well written. The British writers are, James Ivory that wrote this and directed it. He's called a Merchant Ivory. They're both brothers. These films were groundbreaking and are beloved and respected in English society. They exposed everything that happened in the past. That's what we're doing here in America now. We're showing what's happened in the 80s and in the 60s and 70s, but things haven't changed. These are the parents of the blonde. Mm-hmm. That's my homeland is England, and every time when I watch something, I have to talk. It's very hard not to talk this way. It's lived with it all my life. It's just vowel placement, and it's so much fun to talk this way. That was the German influence, the William and Mary of Orange. They brought the here and there. It's always out there. They're very wide. It's whatever how actors do that. I'll do a stream on one about how to do acting, how actors do. It's not as difficult as you think. It's more difficult for people from foreign countries to imitate American actors. And we have so many. And like, gosh, this and Southern, I'm from Texas or from the South, what's that famous cartoon, Daffy Duck cartoon? Old Belvedere, come here, boy. Love that. And they call it ambulance, which is first aid over here. This is Maurice, the one we're talking about. And this movie breaks my heart. It's the first time I haven't seen it in 30 years. It brings back a lot of memories. Yeah, they don't call it a fight, it's a row. Now, isn't that disgusting? That's horrible. The government is supposed to be for the people, by the people, not the other way around. Oh. Now, see, in the United States, we didn't have this. Was the whole country, the whole country. We've always had some states. It's never been the whole country. So it's one fortunate thing we've had. There was the whole country. It's all about. It's all about perspective. It's not what happens to you. It's what how you react. Come on, you'll be okay. You make your own happiness. But you don't force somebody else to do something that they don't want to do. You've got to do what you got to do to be happy, and so does he. It's all part of growing up. I'm sure you know that, Jerry. We all do. We're all old enough to know that by now. We're all enough life experience. You refuse to marry her. You want to be gay, and she knows it, and you don't want her to be happy. Gaslighting. It doesn't matter if you're gay or straight. It happens. That has nothing to do with behavior. Behavior is not having to do with sexual orientation. It has to do with you as an individual. How can you choose men to treat women like that? It is your fault. You're trying to make you don't want to take responsibility, so you're putting it on her and make her feel guilty. That's gaslighting. That is the most ultimate emotional abuse. In 1913, that's when the turn of the century. Can't wait to get our fans installed on Wednesday. Oy. Yeah, in England they show more frontal nudity equally as women. That's changing in America, which is not a bad thing for us. Did I just say that? Get my microwave tomorrow. So I get some popcorn. So they're eating all this chocolate. Now that's a good boy. There you go. That's how to play nicely in the sandbox with the other children. A telegraph. Can you imagine? That was such a huge, huge invention, technology back then. Now, this is back in the day where basically the telegraph the uh, became the Android to the Apple. You know, such an idiot. That's the way I describe things. I like to use analogies that people can relate to, no matter how silly they sound. Down home now, yep. Indiana Jones. There's also a Woody Allen film. I'll have to show that. I'm starting to do my retrospective on Woody Allen. A great movie called September. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me start again. I gotta start doing this. Jeez Louise. Basically, the whole concept of of this homophobia is based in misinterpretation of scripture. It's all it is based on. Is that we are our misinterpretation of the nature of God. That's why people have a hard time with Christianity. The concept of the Immaculate Conception. That that the whole idea of Christ was born by Immaculate Conception. Well, of course, he needed to be born of woman, of earth, of mortal woman, so that he could feel pain and understand what it's like to feel pain. So that's why he sympathizes. He's been there, done that, bought all the T-shirts, is how we like to say. He understands you, and he can sympathize and have empathy for you, and he can help you. He understands. He's been where we've been, and can say, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. This is this stage. But I'll be here. You'll be okay. We'll get through this together. But then he had to be born of a God, so that he could break the bonds. I would say why he saved us from death, and that's spiritual death. It has nothing to do with sins or anything. It's because the spirit is different than the mortal. Without him being crucified, our spirit would die with with our mortal bodies. It would be sucked into death. We wouldn't be able to get out of the body. Now I know this is weird. This is science fiction. All the scientists want everything. They believe in absolute truth in the experiment. I don't believe in all that horse shit. You gotta think beyond the box, outside the box. And so that's the whole concept. But hey, to go into this, but that's what it's about. This is what we're about, and what this whole film is about, what this month is about. And so that's why he did what he did. And then he was resurrected. He atoned for our sins to be that person, saying, no matter what we do, we're okay. We just love him and rely on him, and and all of that. But that's what's causing this. And so people don't understand that. But that's how mortals are born. That's how mortal children are done through intercourse, the penis and the vagina. God doesn't have a penis. I know we're going through this. It sounds weird, but I'm going to go there. I mean, he doesn't have a penis. That's not how. He's a body of flesh and bone. He doesn't feel pain or pleasure. He just feels good. And so the idea of having a children is just, okay, let's want children. Okay, there they are. Come out of nowhere. Scientists can't wrap their heads, and that's the whole point. And the Pharisees and the Sadducees couldn't believe that. They believed he was a heretic because he was teaching things against the Torah. He was saying, turn the other cheek. No, you're not supposed to turn the other cheek. You're supposed to get back at them. I get my revenge. I get my pound of flesh. That's the back down, and that's what Merchant of Venice is about. That's why he was forced to become Christian at the end of the play of Merchant of Venice. But Christianity and was never used because that's called usury, and that's illegal. That's illegal in the time. It's on Shakespeare's England. And so that's the whole point. And I'm going rambling. Sorry about that out there, but that's what it is. I hope you'll be able to maybe go back and watch this at your leisure without the watch party. I always encourage that. You watch it with my watch party. Now go ahead and watch it without it and watch the movie and develop your own opinion of the film and your own opinions, and not mine. But that's why they do that, and that's the whole point. That's the argument. And they're trying to force that into. Listen to that. We've got about it's just never. It looks like we've got about. It's about 2 hours. We're about another hour and a half. Sorry about that, guys. It's a lengthy one. I'm probably less than that. It's basically a total running time of 2 hours and 20 minutes. So it's one of those you don't want to be bored with. And they take their time in British film. They tell a story, and you're escaping. You want to get away from the world and escape, and that's what I love about entertainment. Extraordinary. You don't say things that we say raspberry. They say raspberry. Extraordinary. Yeah. I've never had rabbit. Here's Rupert Brent. He's the gamekeeper. I've never had rabbit. I'll use another one and say it. I know I'm married. I can look at the menu. I just can't order. I love the song. It's just because I gotta have something in their hands, something I gotta do. So either drinking or smoking. They can't. They're nervous. Yeah, I'm the same way. That's why in this culture, adultery reigns supreme. Hello, Paula. That's okay. Don't worry that it's late. You know, we started late as well. We still got about a good hour 10 minutes. We had to change films because basically the streaming services right now are just not working. Could not find an area that would be playing every time I'd hit saying, technical difficulties, can't play in anyone, and all this crap. And this was the only one. So I go to my old Tubi that shows, even all the problems I was having with Birdcage, episode 1, Birdcage, we ended up going on Tubi because it works. It's just their servers. They've just gotten bad network people running those servers that won't keep things up to date. So that you're going to get all these huge popularity, and they don't increase their infrastructure and their servers to keep up with demand. That's unfortunate. So I don't know about most people, but I'm going back to physical media. I'm done. I'm done. So I got a DVD player here. I can play it whenever I want. I mean, like I said, I'm reorganizing, putting everything into there. I mean, this is just one. I mean, I've got like about 6 stacks left of ones that I'm still my old move. I mean, I love DVDs. I mean, for heaven's sakes. But thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad that you're here. The film is called Maurice. It's available on, it's Maurice, and it's with Hugh Jackman. If you ever like to get a hold of it, you can. If you need to get me a timestamp, let me know. Welcome. So glad that you're here again, Paul. It's always so nice to see you. You're part of the Jason Nice One family, and for all of our channels, your presence on YouTube is so important to all of us. It's amazing. You're just a great shining. Everyone is. We're all so glad that we're together as friends. Recognize him? Ben Kingsley? Teach people how to. Yes, oh yes, Paul. That's the main reason. Yeah, because you can sit there and you can get one that's plugged into it's a USB port. You don't need a battery. You just have a battery charger. You better believe it. Yeah, that's the great thing with technology. Doing some Be Real. I don't know if you're familiar with that. That's my new favorite thing. You talking about the freshest milk? That's a dumb commercial. That's annoying. I love some of these ads. I mean, look at that. They want to make sure that your servants have been confirmed, that everybody agrees with you on the same wavelengths. You can't hang around with anybody that's not of your faith. That's what. This thing goes on and on. Now, this was the most famous saying. For the first in a long time, not only did we see butt, we saw winkers. I remember. This is Rupert Graves. It's playing the gamekeeper. I'm trying to remember. That's why he was in V for Vendetta. Doc Martin is when I first saw him. He has the subtlety of an atomic bomb. And by the way, if anybody can, if you have an iPhone or if you found uh, another like tone for notifications, I that's getting annoying. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm getting a new upgrade to my iPhone. I'm using iPhone 7. Yeah, I know that's ancient. So I'm getting an i15 newest i15 Pro Max, but it's just yeah. These are natural feelings you have to express that. There's nothing wrong with that, and I put it there. And it can get really cold in like the British Isles at night. Whew, because right on the ocean. It's an island. The silver scepter is set in a silver sea. I've been there, done that with all the t-shirts, sweetie. That struggle. Society is telling you not to give in, and it's not right. That's what your struggle is. It's not you. It's not the devil. It's your guilt. It's them telling you to be that way. It's all about control. Okay, I'm gonna get off my soapbox. I'm done. Now, you think leg warmers were invented in the 80s? It's one of my favorites. So, it's a tension relief. My gosh. Still very discreet, but they rated it R. Because it shows a butt that's rated R? Bloody hell. You think you're so special because you figured it out. You think you're bloody Sherlock Holmes. Recognize her? Helena Bonham Carter. First, Mrs. Kenneth Branagh after he did left Emma Thompson for her, and then she left him for Tim Burton, which she's currently, I think, is still with them. Like they're still together. Her, if I remember right. She was uncredited in this film. It's called Lady at Cricket Match. Before this, she's a major star in A Woman with a View. She's only a year younger than me? Wow. Oh, she's 66. I was born in 67. How is she 58? How bloody hell is she 58? I'm 57. I was born in 67. What the hell? She's already been born in 67. These people. So Wikipedia. Oh, she left Tim Burton in 2014. So someone called Rydag Homeboy. Homeboy. He must be from India. One of my favorites when I first saw her and I loved her was Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Broke my heart. The only role I hated, and she was so miscast as Madame Zanardi and Les Mis. Oh, and so that is cricket. Which that's not cricket. That's the cricket. I think it's cricket. Yes, that is our equivalent of. That's their version of miniature golf. What do you call that? I can't remember what that's called. What do we call that in America? Croquet. Thank you. Oh, it's called croquet. Yeah, cricket. So that's right. It's a combination of of it's a combination of two American sports, and I can't. Yeah, it's really hard because I have to watch it. And I'm so tired right now. I can't think of the explanation, but I will later. Welcome back, Jerry. Oh my gosh, what the hell? Oh, I commented on the other one, Jerry, about you was going to show have you some audio and stuff of me singing. I apologize. I just didn't realize it was on mute. I wasn't sharing my screen. I'm putting those together. Most likely, what I will do is whenever I do a musical, like I do like the prom coming up, I'll play those during that stream. So I do have a couple of songs and audio from that I did. I played Barry in Texas, so like that. So I appreciate that. I'm so sorry to be disappoint you there tonight. It's a mess, isn't it, guys? Believe me, I do that all the time. I swear to you, I've got some footage I'm gonna put on a bloopers reel next year. When I coming next year, second year anniversary stream. Of me literally falling asleep. Let me tell you, there's that double that. I don't know if you saw that, but it was the um, double feature, which I will never do again. If I do a double feature, it'll be split once, like earlier in the day, and then give a couple 3 or 4 hours, then do the next one, which I'll be doing down the road with my tribute to Donald Sutherland. So we're going to be showing Ordinary People as well as Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Thanks to Paula's suggestion, but they'll be good. Do one in the kind of mid morning and then wait till the evening and do the other one, and with the comedy. I'll recognize him. 4 Weddings and a Funeral, and Amadeus. Simon Cowell is his actor's name. He's the one that died in 4 Weddings and a Funeral. But yeah, right in the middle of the second one, we went into from Christmas Eve on Sesame Street. We went into uh, Love, the one I can't remember. With Hugh Grant and all that, the Christmas one. Love Actually. And I woke up, my husband was sitting next to me. He's laughing. I go, he says, "You've been asleep for an hour during the stream." And I didn't know that. I got done because there was nobody in the chat, so I didn't know if anybody saw this, and I'll see it. And I literally, for an hour and a half, I was literally like this. I mean, literally like this. It's like, only a few selected people who shall remain nameless has seen that. But I'm ready. It's enough time now here. I can take a hand. We'll have a good laugh at that. Yeah, we will. I think I have it. I probably erased it. I was mad. I'll be mad at, but it's so much fun. I don't know how much I have. I've fallen asleep. Believe me. When Craven does it, we all do it. Oh, so we've got about 20 minutes left. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. saying even there's more deeper prejudices. There's the whole social class. It's like, well, if you're poor, you're lesser of a person. Plus, there's a big difference watching this film now. When I first watched this, I was barely 19. Now I'm 57. I see this from a whole different perspective. And I've been through all what they're going through. It's very unique. I really do appreciate this film even more now. See, we need the church. We need the government in order to make us valuable. Oh, so really, again, a very good. I'm glad we were able to find this. I forgot about this one for Pride. suspenseful, the back and forth, wondering what's going to happen. This one isn't great. I need to read the book. This is starting to come back to me now. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Maurice. Whatever it was a happy ending. They just go on with their lives, and we're in charge of our own happiness. I remember this now. That's a beautiful film. Absolutely. I'm kind of one of those that, as an actor, we in theater we have we have a choice. We really do, and the thing is, in theater, sorry, my phone just went up. I don't need it. I just like to watch the end credits, just because it's out of respect. It's a curtain call. That allows us to give back the energy that they've given to us in the story. But I hope you've enjoyed that. I'm just putting together just a few things real quick here before we wrap up. I'm so sorry it's been over 3 hours. I don't like to watch parties this long, but I'm so glad that you guys have been through this and watched this. Welcome back, American Turkey Burger. Hope you had a fun time. We just got done. And I remember now. It is really it's one of those rare, dramatic films, LGBTQIA plus themed films that ends happily. People can get on with their lives and are happy. And that's something that's nice. That does happen too. And I think I remember this back in the night. This is a refreshing film because it shows that there are happy endings. It's okay. You kind of focus on that, and so that's what's great. And let me. Okay, just to go over just real quickly what's coming up. I just got a text from hey, Kyle, how are you? Welcome. We have Kyle. Here, Kyle's come and joined us in the chat. Hope that it's nice to hear from you. I was just about to talk about our thing and what we're doing. If you'd like to talk about it, go for it. We're going to start up again, as I said, tomorrow night. K&J Reviews with a review of the Terminator. And we've decided to stay tuned to Flet's channel, Kyle's channel. He'll have the stream up, soon, and it'll be at 7 p.m. Mountain Daylight Savings Time. We're both on the same time, and so I'm excited for that. And then we'll go from there. But I'm so glad that you're here. We just got done watching. I had to change movies because all the streaming services I was trying to find Call Me by Your Name, and most of them are all down today. They've been that way for a couple of days, a couple of weeks with these storms. Couldn't get anything to work, so I forgot that Maurice was on Tubi. So that's it's a great movie to check out. And so that's going to happen tomorrow night, and then starting on the 20. That's the 20. Oh, that's the 20. Yeah, the 24th. Tomorrow morning at about 10 a.m. That time we're going to be doing a memorial tribute to Roger Sherman on the watch party for Mary Poppins. And that's going to be about 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Roger Sherman wrote the music, and he recently passed away. So that's one of my favorite films. He's in charge. He wrote music for Mary Poppins, The Happiest Millionaire, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and the great credits. And he was the last one left of the team that wrote Mary Poppins. So we'll be doing that. Then on the 25th, we'll be doing a double feature. I haven't done that in a while. A memorial tribute to Donald Sutherland. He recently passed away at the age of 88. And we're going to start at 10 a.m. with, this is thanks to Paula. She suggested this, and yay, Paula! And she's responsible for this, and thank her for that, because it was a great idea. Start with a drum in the morning at 10 a.m. We'll be watching Ordinary People. That was Robert Redford's directorial debut, and I think one of Donald Sutherland's greatest performances. Plays alongside Mary Tyler Moore as his wife, and Timothy Hutton as his son. It's an absolutely beautiful, heartbreaking film. It's incredible. And then that evening at 6 p.m., we'll be doing a watch party for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I absolutely loved Donald Sutherland as the Watcher to Christy Swanson's Buffy. That was the one that started all before the TV series. It's so much fun. I can't wait for that day. Then on the 26th, on the 26th, we'll be doing a memorial tribute to Dabney Coleman. Yeah, they're going threes. Watch party for 9 to 5. He was so great as the boss in 9 to 5. That's one of my favorites. And then on the 28th, we'll be doing episode 3 of JTN's LGBTQIA plus Pride Marathon 2024, our inaugural year for that, with The Prom. Finally, we'll be watching The Prom, and that's great. I'll be talking about my experience with that show on the stage version of it at a local theater in Texas that I used to work at. I got to play Barry, and so it was so much fun. I might have some surprises for you. I do have some audio recordings of my performance with a couple of songs out of that, and I'll be doing that. I have permission, and also I am a member of ASCAP, so I've bought $150 a year, and you have the rights to everything, every piece of music ever written, basically. So, yeah. So I'll deal with YouTube on a case-to-case basis. I have lawyers; they'll take care of it for me. And then finally, we're going to end out June with episode 4, the final episode of JTN's LGBTQIA plus Pride Marathon 2024, with the wonderful comedy In and Out with Kevin Kline and Tom Selleck. Oh my gosh, I'm doing great tonight. Debbie Reynolds and Wilford Brimley. It's an all-star cast. We'll be ending that. And that's a great way to end up in June. Then we're going to go on into basically also in July. I think the first one, we'll go into July down there, but we'll just look forward to in July our Independence Day watch party. We're going to watch Independence Day. And then we'll also be going into JTN's All the World's a Stage, a love letter to theater, musicals, the greatest sound in the English language. And we're going to be doing that. And I'm so excited about that. I've said we're going to be starting it, and we're going to do it. And we're going to be doing that with Waitress, 42nd Street, Anything Goes, and Kinky Boots. And also, as I said in the beginning, I'm going to be offering some great, kind of a change and a great upgrades. I haven't had any Patreons yet, but to kind of encourage that, it's, as I said, great benefits. 98% of the benefits available to members only on this channel. Earn that first tier. 1 month costs you $5. That's less than a cup of coffee. And I'm going to do private watch parties, actual private watch parties away from YouTube. And they are private or whatever, and I will be able to see these shows. These shows are expensive to buy and expensive to rent. And we'll be watching those on my dime. And so that way it's not going to cost you anything. So I hope that you'll take advantage of it. More announcements coming soon on that. And found a way to do it using StreamYard, but not and using YouTube, but not YouTube's not going to know. So we're not going to go to any copyright infringements. Nobody's going to see it but us. So, alrighty, and then and I'll do that way. I'll probably do some things other than that in June. That's pretty much July. It'll be pretty busy, but that's things to look forward to. And if you have any suggestions, guys, please leave them in the comments. If you would like to see material, maybe areas of films or different categories, different directors, different actors that you would like to see, don't hesitate. Put them in the comments. I'll put it on. I'd love to do things that you guys want to see. I'm all for that. And I somehow will get put together, and we'll probably do some polls and all that to kind of see what people want. I'm using that this year. This is going to be a great year, and I'm excited for that. So that also helps the channel once the stream is over. You can leave comments, but also you can Instagram me. It's in the description there. Instagram or by Facebook or by the official email of the channel, Jason the Nice One it's a new one, Jason the Nice One at proton.me. Well, I think that's everything. I'm so grateful that you have come this evening, and the guys in the replay to handle this. It's been a long one, but we made it through. And I hope that you will have a great week. It's a start to a great week. I hope that you will have a great one. But until next time, please remember that you are enough. You are more than enough. It is amazing how enough you really are. Another thing to remember is that you are of infinite worth, and your presence in this world is needed. No matter what you do, even if it's just a smile or an encouraging word, makes an impact that will affect generations to come. Pay attention to a little quote that's at the beginning of my outro. I'm going to be setting up a store front for this channel soon through my website. And basically that's going to be on a t-shirt. It's going to be this saying. I'm going to be offering that as well as on a poster, things to encourage, for encouragement. Stay tuned for that as well. And also, at the final thing to remember, don't let all the foolishness out there steal your bliss. Be happy. Until next time, this is Jason the Nice One. We'll talk with you soon. Peace. Good night.